The June sun was shining over North Rexford Drive, a quiet street lined with big, fancy houses in Beverly Hills. Jennifer watched her husband, Michael, drive off to work in his favorite Lexus. Then she went back into the kitchen. She carefully packed her son Tommy's lunch. She included healthy things, carrot and celery sticks, a turkey sandwich on whole wheat bread, and fresh blueberries. She always made sure he ate well. "Mom, I love today's sandwich," Tommy said excitedly as he ran into the kitchen. Wearing his bright red Spider-Man shirt, he was full of energy and happiness. Jennifer smiled and gently patted his head. She placed the sandwich in his lunchbox with care. "What are you learning today?" "Math, and reading too. The teacher says I'm really good at reading." Tommy stood tall with pride. Even though he was only in first grade, he could already read at a second grade level. His parents had helped him a lot, but he was also naturally curious and eager to learn. Mornings like this were normal for the Miller family. Jennifer made $80,000 a year as a real estate agent, and Michael made $120,000 as a department head at a construction company. They weren't rich compared to others in Beverly Hills, but their home was filled with love. Jennifer's mother, Patricia Henderson, was well known in town. She ran a charity called the Children First Foundation, which raised over $1 million each year to help kids, or at least that's what people believed. The media called her the Queen of Charity, and she was even praised by the governor. People trusted her completely. Jennifer's sister, Ashley, was famous on social media. She had 500,000 followers and did parenting videos and product reviews for big brands. She made over $300,000 a year by showing off her perfect mom image online. "With my parenting tips, kids never get lost," Ashley would often say. Jennifer didn't always agree with her sister's views. Their ideas about parenting were very different. As Tommy's 7th birthday got closer, he had a special request at breakfast. "Mom, I want to go to Disneyland. I want to meet Spider-Man." Jennifer's face changed. She had an important meeting that day to sell a $25 million property, a deal that made up almost half her yearly income. She couldn't miss it. "We'll take him," her mom offered. Ashley smiled and agreed. Jennifer was unsure. Something felt strange about their expressions, like their smiles weren't real. "It's just your mom and Ashley," Michael said. "They'll be fine. You can't miss this deal." Jennifer nodded, though she still felt uneasy. Her mother ran a children's charity, and her sister claimed to be a parenting expert. Everything should have been okay. "Please be careful. Call me if anything happens. Tommy, make sure you listen to Grandma," she reminded them again and again. Tommy was jumping with excitement, wearing his Spider-Man backpack. Her mom and sister smiled as they got into a brand new Mercedes-Benz and drove away. The sky was bright blue. Everything looked perfect. Jennifer looked at a picture sent at 9 a.m. from the Disneyland entrance. Tommy looked thrilled, arms wide open. Patricia and Ashley were also in the photo, smiling. "Don't worry, Jenny, we'll take good care of him," her mom texted. Jennifer replied briefly. She trusted her mom. After all, she was someone who spent her life helping kids. At work, Jennifer was busy preparing for her big deal. She checked her phone now and then. More photos came in, at 10 o'clock in front of the Ferris wheel, and at 11 o'clock from Adventureland. In every picture, Tommy looked happy. By early afternoon, she was almost ready for the meeting. She looked at her phone again. There were no new photos since noon. They must be having too much fun to take pictures, she told herself. Then her phone rang. It was a number she didn't know. She hesitated but picked up, just in case. "Mrs. Miller, this is John Martin from Disneyland Guest Services. Your son is at our Lost Children Center." Jennifer's heart stopped. "What, Tommy? But he's with my mom and sister." "He was found alone near Adventureland about 30 minutes ago. He's safe now and being looked after." Jennifer's hands shook. "Can I talk to him?" "Of course." Tommy's tearful voice came through the phone. Jennifer felt like her heart was breaking. "Tommy, are you okay? What happened?" "Grandma and Aunt Ashley, they left me. They didn't come back." "What? How long were you alone?" "After lunch, Grandma said, 'Wait here,' but they never came back." His Spider-Man shirt was dirty, his face covered in tears. A photo sent by the staff showed everything clearly. "Are you hungry?" "Yes. I ate before, but I'm hungry again. I was scared, Mom." Jennifer couldn't take it anymore. She called her mom's phone. After several rings, Patricia picked up. There was loud music in the background. It sounded like a mall. Oh, Jenny, what is it? Her mom sounded cheerful. Where's Tommy? Huh, isn't he still at Disneyland? What do you mean, still? He's alone at the Lost Children Center. Oh my, really? I didn't realize. Ashley's voice came through the phone. My children never get lost. Jennifer's anger boiled over. Tommy is with security because you abandoned him. Abandoned? That's not fair. We didn't mean to. There are surveillance cameras. They saw everything. There was a pause. You're doubting me? I'm the director of a children's charity. I would never do that. She hung up. Jennifer called Michael immediately. I'll go get him. You stay and finish your meeting, Michael said, trying to stay calm. Jennifer called the Disneyland staff again. They explained everything in detail. Tommy was mildly dehydrated and upset, but not seriously hurt. The security footage clearly showed her mother and sister walking away, leaving him behind. Around 2:15 p.m., they told him, "Wait here," and never came back. The staff explained. They didn't look rushed. They were chatting as they walked toward the exit. Jennifer was furious, but she had to focus on the meeting. It was too important. She called Tommy one more time. "Daddy's coming to get you. You're going to be okay," she told him gently. Then she closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She knew something had changed forever. The happy mornings in their quiet neighborhood would never be the same again. She looked down at her meeting papers and made a promise to herself. Her mother and sister would face the consequences. But first, she had to make sure her son felt safe and loved again. 2:30 p.m. Disneyland. Security camera footage showed Patricia and Ashley walking through Main Street, smiling and talking like everything was normal. They looked relaxed, heading toward the exit. It was clear, they weren't thinking about Tommy at all. By 2:45 p.m., more footage showed them in the parking lot. At no point did they stop or look around for Tommy. Michael's heart sank. The evidence was clear. His son had been left behind on purpose. "Daddy, did I do something wrong?" Tommy asked with a trembling voice. Michael felt a sharp pain in his chest. "No, buddy, you did nothing wrong. Grandma and Aunt Ashley made a very bad choice." Just then, Michael's phone rang. It was William Henderson Sr., Tommy's great-grandfather and Patricia's father. "Come to my house now. We need to talk." At the mansion, Michael and Tommy arrived at William's grand Beverly Hills home. The butler led them to the reception room, where William sat in a large leather chair. Next to him was Howard Henderson, Patricia's husband and a powerful lawyer. "My daughter abandoned her own grandson," William said in disbelief. He was furious and heartbroken. He had already started taking action, speaking to lawyers, gathering evidence, and updating his will. Howard had also tried to talk to Patricia, but her response was cold. "You're doubting me too? If this gets out, donors will stop supporting my foundation." Patricia cared more about her reputation than her grandson. Ashley made things worse by posting a message online, blaming Tommy. She claimed he wandered off, but she didn't know the park had cameras. William called for a family meeting. The family meeting. Everyone gathered at William's mansion. The mood was tense. Jennifer had just finished her big work meeting and joined them, exhausted but composed. Michael had put Tommy to sleep in the guest room. Patricia and Ashley showed up, acting like nothing was wrong. William spoke firmly, "We're going to watch the security footage." The butler played the videos on a big screen. 2:15 p.m. Patricia tells Tommy, "Wait here, we'll be right back." 2:20 p.m. Ashley films with her phone. 2:30 p.m. They walk through Main Street, laughing and eating ice cream. 2:45 p.m. They leave the park with shopping bags. Later, records showed they went straight to a Beverly Hills mall. The room went silent. "Patricia, why did you do this?" William asked. "I had my reasons," she said quietly. "You left my great-grandson alone in a crowded park. That's abuse," Howard said, stepping away from his wife. Patricia tried to defend herself, saying she'd helped children for years. William interrupted. "That's exactly why this is so shameful." He looked at both women coldly. "As of today, you're both cut from my will." Ashley gasped. "Grandpa, no. It's already done. Jennifer and Tommy will receive everything. Some of it will go to a new child protection charity." Patricia turned pale. But what about our lives? You gave that up when you left a 6-year-old behind. Patricia's phone rang. It was the board of her charity. They had called an emergency meeting. Ashley's phone buzzed non-stop with angry comments and notifications. Sponsors had started dropping her. Howard stood up. I'll be calling a divorce lawyer tomorrow. Patricia stared at him in disbelief. You too? Howard stayed calm, but his voice was heavy with disappointment. What happened after? The press quickly picked up the story. Patricia's charity began an investigation. We can't let someone who abandoned a child stay in charge, one major donor said. Ashley lost almost all her followers. Sponsors pulled out. Her online reputation collapsed overnight. Within weeks, Patricia and Ashley were living in a small apartment in the San Fernando Valley. Their luxurious lifestyle was gone. Patricia became depressed. Ashley barely left the house. They brought it on themselves, Howard said. After the divorce, he remained a successful lawyer and rebuilt his life. Every weekend, the family now gathered at Williams' mansion. The old man treasured his time with Tommy. Changing my will was the smartest thing I ever did, Williams said. He left most of his $100 million estate to Jennifer and Tommy. Part of it went to start a new nonprofit, the New Dawn Foundation, a group focused on helping children heal from emotional trauma. Jennifer became one of its directors. I've learned the difference between real love and fake love, she said in an interview. The foundation would fight against people who harm children behind a fake smile. 1 year later, the smell of coffee filled Jennifer's new kitchen. Mom, make a sandwich for Dad too, Tommy said, smiling in his Spider-Man pajamas. I will, sweetheart, she replied, smiling. Jennifer had started her own real estate firm, and it was doing well. Michael had been promoted to vice president at his company. Tommy was healing. After regular counseling, his happy smile had returned. Mom, I'm okay now, he said one day. Jennifer cried tears of relief. Patricia and Ashley had faded from their lives. Tommy now saw Howard, his grandfather, regularly. Their bond had grown stronger. On the wall of their living room hung a frame with the motto of the New Dawn Foundation. Sometimes, love requires hard decisions, but those choices lead to a new beginning. Outside, the California sun was shining. It was the start of a new story, one built on real love and trust.